What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you guys another exciting unboxing to dig into. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. So we got something that I came across over the weekend, and this looks awesome. And I wanted to get into this thing right away because it is something that I really want to check out first and foremost, and it's really something I am going to immediately put on. So what we have, this will be my first experience with WAZOO, and WAZOO is a company. They make a lot of different fire starting products, and they make a lot of cool products. I will link the WAZOO website down in the description. They make ball caps that have hidden compartments. They do all kinds of stuff there. So if you like different gadgets and different gear, they are a cool company to check out. So what we have, guys, is the WAZOO Spark necklace. Now, there are a couple different versions of this necklace that they make. I believe this is the more expensive one. They have one that has a different ceramic piece. We'll get into that here in a minute. Made in the USA, adjustable, genuine leather strap here. And then we have a quick release clasp. You have a ferro rod and the ceramic striker, some nice packaging as well. I would not mind getting in touch with WAZOO and checking out some more of their products. They're not really expensive, but they're not also inexpensive either. I want to say this necklace comes in around it's around the $40 price point, and they have a black one, I think, that's even a little bit more. And you know, and they send a little bit of tinder here, it looks like. So it's USA made, you know, it's a US company. And for that, and there's ripoffs on Amazon that I seen. They have their own website, and then they sell, on Amazon, which is a smart business move. Hate or love Amazon. We included some natural tinder to start your first flame. We suggest scraping the ferro rod on the backside to keep the front looking nice and pretty. Don't hesitate to use your necklace, because if you ever wear out the ferro rod, it can be replaced. So they offer replacements for that ferro rod, which that will last you a good while, that little guy there. The zirconia ceramic used to make this pendant is so hard that it will never dull from use, and even doubles as a car window breaker in an emergency. They might be the ones who make that bracelet as well. And I'm a big fan of the guy over at Prepared Mind 101. He actually just featured within the last couple of weeks some different WAZOO gear. I can't remember if it was more recent than that or not, but he featured a couple different WAZOO products, and I think something like this, he had one of the necklaces on there on the video, and I had been looking at them before that, and I was like, okay, it's kind of a sign. I need to pick one up. So that's a nice little touch there. There's a little button there, and you push that down, and that releases, there must be like a detent nub or something in there that it clicks into, and then you push on that guy, and it releases it, if you got to use this thing. And you might be asking, what would be the purpose of this is so, you wear this as your necklace, and that way you always have a way to start fire or start a fire. Whether it's for heat, to boil water, to cook food, just to start a fire, to stay warm. Fire is a must-have skill. It's a necessity. Everyone should know and learn how to build the proper ways to get a fire going, learn how to, strike ferro rods and that sort of thing. And using this with this might not be the easiest, I wouldn't recommend this for someone who has never, struck a ferro rod before. Typically, the bigger ferro rod that you can get is going to be better for you when it comes to just starting out and getting practice on striking a ferro rod. But the main reason I wanted to have this, I wanted to check something out from WAZOO, but one of the main reasons, and I could have done this a lot cheaper. I could have just got, the ceramic pendant or a ceramic pendant and done it that way. But I wanted this because not only do you have the striker and the little ferro rod, 100 times out of 100, I always have a ferrocerium rod with me. But you might not always have a striker with you or something that you can strike the ferro rod with. Maybe the fixed blade you have that day isn't capable of doing so. Or the striker that you typically have with you, you don't have, or you lost it, or whatever the case might be. If you wake up in the morning and you throw this guy on, you will always have not only the striker, but you have a mini ferro rod just in case for some reason you either forget your normal one or you lose your normal one, or whatever the case, you will always have something with you. I just thought it would be a cool piece of gear. I'm a true gearhead, and I love fire making. I love the stuff used in fire making. I love the whole thing. It's probably, aside from knives and weapons, let's just say, fire starting gear and fire starters are probably my next favorite thing in line when it comes to gear and preparedness and things like that. This is kind of the top of the chain for me. Very well done, very well finished. Nice leather strap. This is something I'm going to be throwing on right away. Now, I probably won't wear this to bed like my other necklaces, but this is something I will take off at nighttime and then in the morning throw this guy on. And if you wanted to, you could easily replace this with some paracord or something of that nature. But I will probably leave it just as it is. I like the look of this. It looks really old school, and I like that kind of touch. So definitely a cool piece of gear here coming from WAZOO. They have a bunch of different stuff, and I really, really like what they're doing. I don't know that they're a newer company. I think they've been around for a little bit, but they are really starting to come on the scene when it comes to preparedness and survival gear. They have quite a nice catalog of different options. So very cool coming from WAZOO. Just wanted to get this out and get this on people's radar. Yeah, it is a little bit more expensive, especially when you compare it to some of the knockoffs. But even the knockoff ones are going to be, $20 to $30, somewhere in that ballpark. And they're not going to be USA made. They are pretty much a direct ripoff of this. And, for a few bucks more, you can get a USA made one, support a good company, and always have the ability to start a fire. Now, we're not going to do any demonstrations with this in this video. I'm just not set up for it, not geared up for it. But in the future here, we will do a demonstration with this necklace. and we'll see how it does with the mini ferro rod here. And we'll also test the ceramic pendant here with some other ferro rods that we have here. So definitely looking forward to throwing this on and using this guy. That'll wrap this one up. Just a quick one for today, a quick 10-minute one, if you will. But that'll wrap this one up. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this guy. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. You don't have to tell me that it's expensive or too expensive, because I know it's a little pricey. But, you know, for the ferro rod, for the ceramic pendant, for the leather rope, and for it being made very well, USA made, I don't think it's too bad, really. I think it's pretty much right on. I think 35 to 40 would have been a better price instead of like 40 to 45. But, you know, all things considered, not a bad deal at all. And they throw in a nice amount of tinder here as well. So, pretty cool. Let me know what you think, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.